Life, as they say, is an intricate tapestry of threads woven with our experiences, our aspirations, and challenges. It is a journey where every step, every decision, and every experience counts. And today I am here, standing before you with my story, a story of resilience, passion, and of profound understanding of what exactly passion is. Coming from a family which was a little bit of conservative, but also allowed me to pursue education as the first means to secure a stable job and then uphold the societal expectation. Yes, I was good with academics, but did I really want to pursue it as a passion? Probably no. I did not have an answer to it. What was my true calling? Again, I did not have an answer to it. And without these answers, life seemed uncertain. Yet, amidst this chaos, I found my passion in the realm of sports. And from a very young age, I started playing multiple sports, right from being a black belt in karate to finally finding my calling in the game of basketball. Basketball taught me perseverance, discipline, and focus. Yet, making a passion into a profession seemed to be an unattainable task, overshadowed by societal expectations. Yet, life has its way of nudging ourselves towards our dreams and passion. Yet, life has its way of nudging ourselves to our dreams. So, it's talking about sports, and of course, as I told you, sports taught me perseverance, discipline, and focus, but I could not pursue it as a profession. Yet, life had its way of nudging me towards my passion. Inspired by the spirit of mountaineers, I started to appreciate the beauty of nature. It was through nature that I learned to embrace the beauty of life without the confines of the society. And as a firm believer of holistic learning, I started to venture outside the confines of classroom to gain knowledge and wisdom in every facet of life. A decisive turn came when I was asked an important question as to whether I want to pursue engineering or chartered accountancy. And reluctantly, I chose engineering, not because I wanted to, but because I had no other option. And thus began my struggle trying to balance academic pursuits and my personal aspirations. And eventually, I failed to get into a good engineering college. That broke me to an extent. Not because I was not studying at a good college, but because I had disappointed people around me. And that pressure was huge. I started my journey, my engineering journey, from an average college with a lot of uncertainties of how my career would pan out. And through this chaos, my friends, the unwavering support of my friends, was the solace that I found. They were the ones who encouraged me to persevere through and to pursue my passion irrespective of what the result is. And that is when I took basketball even more seriously, and started playing for my university at the national games. After a few months, when it was time to really think about my career, we started having a lot of conversations around this. And these conversations started with one important person, Arsh Bansal. He was a very dear friend to me, still is, and we contemplated on the option of venturing into the armed forces and making a career out of it. And this ignited a spark in me. It made me realize my innate desire to serve my nation in one way or the other. And thus began the pursuit to get into the armed forces. I was specially interested into getting into the Air Force. He, however, got into the Indian Navy and is currently a decorated officer in the Indian Navy. However, my journey was marked by 6 rejections, and each of these rejections came with a life lesson. The first one taught me resilience. Resilience in the face of adversity. It's rightly said, what cannot break you makes you stronger. And yes, it helped me bounce back stronger, and I attempted my second SSB. the Service Selection Board of the Indian Air Force. The second rejection taught me the importance of introspection. It is through introspection that you can learn what your weaknesses are and you can work towards it. And every rejection made me a better person, a better version of myself. And therefore, I did not feel bad after even getting rejected for the second time. The third rejection came a year later. And by this time, I had gathered a lot of feedback. This rejection taught me how to work on my feedback, how to take feedback constructively and adapt myself and evolve according to the changing requirements. By this time, I got a little flustered as well. To give you some context, more than 99% of aspirants who try to join the Indian Armed Force, and if they get rejected for the third time, most of them give up. But that was not the case with me. And that is what I learned in my fourth rejection: patience. And because sometimes patience is the only difference between success and failure. If you just have patience and wait for the right moment, you will sometimes succeed. Not trying was never an option. And therefore, I went for my fifth attempt. Rejected again, failed again, but I failed better this time. This rejection taught me humility. Humility and embracing humility teaches us how to understand our shortcomings. And sometimes we're not made for a few things and we still persevere through, not because we want to get into it, but because of something which is probably even bigger than that. And that is exactly what happened during my sixth and final attempt. I got rejected once again, but this taught me to look for alternative paths to success. It was through this particular experience that I realized that there are different ways in which I can serve my nation. And education and entrepreneurship was that way. However, at that point in time, the realization did not kick in, and I had joined the corporate because I had already graduated and had to start my career, only to get disappointed. And at this point, I found wisdom, the timeless wisdom of Kobe Bryant, a legendary basketball player, and my idol. He said, the only thing you can control is how hard you work. And therefore, I stopped worrying about the result and kept moving forward. Kept moving forward with whatever came my way and kept dealing with failures in every possible manner that I could. After a couple of months, I was fortunate enough to meet the guiding light of my life, the mentor in the form of an elder brother, who not only illuminated the path towards academic excellence for me, but also taught me and made me realize as to what my true calling would be. He, and according to his guidance, I was able to clear some of the toughest competitive exams in India and got admission into some of the prestigious business schools of India. The decision to join XLRI for my MBA was a very significant one, which turned expectations and aspirations into tangible realities, and finally gave me hope. The flickering flame of hope was reignited. Amidst the academic excellence, my love for basketball remained unwavering, a testament to the enduring power of passion. It was in the synthesis of academics and sports that I found my passion, my desire to serve the nation in every possible manner. The MBA from XLRI, and of course the mentorship from Mr. Vipin Kandwa, taught me and made me realize what the world needs. It seemed to me more important to guide students like me towards their career goal rather than just focusing on oneself, and therefore began my pursuit to become the right mentor that would guide students and brilliant minds of the future. As an educator, it not only gives me immense pleasure, but gives me fulfillment to teach not only academic subjects, but about life to my students. To see a positive change in the lives of my student reaffirms my belief in the transformative power of education. As a lover of mountains, I recently started a new venture in Himachal Pradesh, Hummingwoods, a sustainable holiday home and cafe in the valley of Himachal Pradesh. But the journey is far from over. Fueled by the passion of sports and a commitment towards excellence, I will now embark on a new journey where I would start a sports venture which would improve infrastructure and opportunities for basketball lovers in India. In conclusion, life is a journey of triumphs and tribulations, successes and failures. And it is in these experiences that we forge ourselves in the face of adversity. So when we navigate through our lives, let us all remember that every experience, no matter how insignificant it may seem, contributes to the masterpiece of our existence. Today, I have a few learnings with me that I've learned through successes and through failures. And one of the most important ones is to focus on the process and not on the result. And I would urge everyone to do that. Because no matter what the result today is, you would wake up the next day and work towards your goal. The road tomorrow might be fraught with challenges, but you still have to persevere and face it with unwavering determination. Because it is through failures that you learn more than successes. It is through failures that you grow more than successes. And therefore, it is very important to always look for learnings from every experience of yours. Lastly, passion. Passion is the driving force that makes you work towards your goal or your dream, especially after repeated failures. In my case, in case of the Air Force SSB, where even after rejections, I kept moving forward. Might not have succeeded in the end, but it gave me the right path for me to choose a career in. And therefore, I say that passion not only ignites the spark in you, not only provides direction to you, but also blooms creativity and innovation. If you're passionate about something, you're more likely to think outside the box and then create new ideas and look for alternative paths to success, as in my case, I did with education and entrepreneurship. At last, I would like to leave you with a thought that has inspired me throughout my life. It is not a crime to fall down, but it is a sin to not get up. Thank you.